Your girl EJ. We are in the building, y'all. We're about to talk about kingdom business. So I already got
Yeah.
everybody up here. What's up, Tamika, Candy, VACAY-J? What's good?
What's going on? What's going on, everybody?
What's good?
Whew. Yeah, so we missed last week, so we got to talk about a couple the both episodes. We ain't gonna talk a whole lot about the first episode, but they can really combine. You know what I'm saying? Because they kind of just they flow together anyway. So we gonna talk about both of them. So we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Give me a second, y'all. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna give me a regular mouse. I don't like it.
Fancy
Uh,
smancy.
I know. I tried to be fancy. Hey, Savannah.
Thank
Okay,
you.
y'all. So when the first episode opened up, it starts out when you see that your boy is being threatened. They're telling him to keep his mouth shut. They showing pictures of his kids. Like they doing a lot. Somebody's doing a lot. You know, he already got his eye blacked out and all that good stuff. So what were y'all first impressions of this? Who y'all think it is? First of all, Tamika, who you think it is?
I don't know. I'm figuring that it's one of them, politicians, maybe even Daddy, Danita Daddy, because him either like, trying to put the fear of God in him, but obviously they mad that he running his mouth, so it's like we got to go to extremes because you think it's okay for you to be out here talking.
Exactly. I don't know. I don't know who it is. Like, ooh, it just came in my face. I don't know who it is. I've really been racking my brain trying to figure it out, like the exact person, because I feel like they
Mm.
wanted us to think that it was the whoever the what's his the lieutenant captain,
The
whoever he
police
was.
chief. Yeah.
But I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be something else. But I like the idea of the daddy for sure, possibly. Any y'all got
Yeah, because
any
I kind of feel like they would think that the captain would be the one we would think about. I'm
Right.
figuring
Because he's
it's
the one that's
somebody.
always they're always
Hmm.
talking.
yeah, yeah. What you think, Jay? You think it's gonna be? You think it's somebody we done seen, or you think this about to be somebody completely that we don't know?
I think it's somebody that we haven't even seen yet. The powers that be, the man upstairs, right? The man that we haven't seen but we heard about.
Hmm.
So I think it's gonna be one of those
Hmm.
those guys that we haven't seen yet. We haven't seen him yet.
Okay, that's what's up. Shout out to Savannah. Thank you, ma'am. We appreciate you. Let's see. Okay. So then we're gonna move on to this scene. This was a hot mess. Candy? Girl, first of all, Rebel wasn't even in the moment. That was the stupid part about it. I was like, girl, you're not even here. What is y'all doing right now? This was a horrible, but what you think about him and how she reacted?
I don't blame her. Because you don't know me like that. But he should know. I mean, you don't know her like that to be calling her out of her name. And like, nah, bro, move. All right, go ahead. You can go ahead on, go home. Cause for one, I'm not even here, and two, you didn't turn me off. So kick rocks.
Okay. Real
Yeah.
talk though. We appreciate you, Savannah. Appreciate you. Um, Jay, I mean, you're a male. Let's get a male perspective on this here thing right here.
Yes, I am a male. But but I mean, we saw like she wasn't into it. To me, it's something that I call and I claim this phrase. It's called recreational X, right? Just recreational. We just doing it because we just got into it, but Rebel wasn't feeling it. So I'm like, why are you even messing with this dude? Or are you trying to mess with him so he give you more tracks? I don't know the motive behind it. But yeah, he shouldn't have called her out a name. Again, he apologized, but again, he's a producer. He probably gets cheeks on a regular. So that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't right for him to say it, but yeah, her reaction was definitely a good reaction to what he did. And
She should
she had to put him in his place. Like, yo, don't I'm not like the rest of these chicks out here.
exactly. She should have punched him in the throat, right, Tamika? I'm just saying.
Yeah, that.
Right.
First of all, I couldn't have just been still laying there. I don't understand how he didn't notice her face. It was given, I could have had a V8. I've had an experience like that before. I would have probably threw him off long before he's even said that. But
Damn. Don't reveal too much now.
Hey.
Like done. Over
Yeah.
with.
that
But
was
yeah.
just horrible.
Yeah. I had to put the fluffers on him.
Okay. Girl.
Cause you doing too
So
much.
moving on to Miss Danita. Miss Danita, oh my goodness, so much to talk about with her. But we find out that, that she has insurance on her voice, on her vocal cords, but she doesn't know, well, because she says that she got her memory, because I'm just gonna go because I'll be all over the place. She says she got her memory back when she got back home. So I feel like, how does she not remember signing this when she's asking about this in this part? And I'm like, what we doing? Like, okay, so are we playing for him, or did we already know? That kind of threw me off. I don't know if it threw anybody else off after you saw the part where we find out about, her remembering. I was like, wait a minute, is this because I didn't get it. Tamika, did that make sense to you after you saw the reveal of her actually remembering?
I think I kind of felt like from the beginning that it was a little bit of both. That she did have a part where she didn't believe in the beginning. I mean, didn't remember in the beginning, but her memories was coming back to her. And once she found out about like the lawsuit and all of that other kind of stuff, I just felt like we already know her. We know she's gonna play it off and act like she's not remembering. At one point, I think we even discussed the last time we was up here. I was thinking she wanted to see what other people was gonna tell her and whether they were gonna be honest about certain things. But I also think it's like, well, if that's gonna hold off Caesar from being able to go with this lawsuit, then I can act like I'm still not remembering nothing, because it was definitely signs that she had memory there. And I thought that they were going to catch on sooner than what they did, but it seemed like everybody still was kind of like, okay, she's not fully here. Her memory's gone and her voice is gone.
Okay, everything gone. Those Anita just gone. Okay, yeah. So we gotta move past that. We'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. So Rebel's gonna give old boy a chance. She's gonna give he brings out the watch. He starts spending the money. Brings out the watch, and she ain't fully sure if she gonna give him a chance just yet. But she is being more open. And then we also see that Taj and his dad have a conversation. And I think we already knew in a sense that Taj wasn't really feeling this whole marriage thing. Jay, tell me what you think about Taj and where he's at right now. Like, do you agree with what he's doing, or do you understand it? Do you agree? Like, what's your thoughts about it?
Yeah, so we spoke about it last time. We know his motives of why he's trying to marry her. For the family, to bring the name up and all of this and that. I think he's playing himself, like seriously playing himself, because you don't love that girl, and the truth is gonna come out. So why you even doing it? You know what I mean? It's like you playing yourself right now. So I mean, we saw what happened, but he's not making the right moves right now. He thinks he is, but they ain't compatible. We know that they're not compatible.
What the Bible say? Unequally yoked. They ain't.
Right.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
You
She's
bringing
not for
scriptures
him.
out. Okay. Bringing the scriptures. Okay.
Yeah, she's not for him.
No, she really not for him though.
She's
Seriously
for
though.
herself. Everything is self. It's for her. She's selfish. Everything is for her. The baby is for her. The marriage is for her. The wedding is for her. Everything is for her. Nothing is for him. I can pay for it. That's something she wants to do because she's selfish. She wants
But
to do all this.
isn't that usually the case though? Like the wedding is not really for the man.
Well,
It's
it's not.
really her.
Well,
It's really her day,
well,
right?
it's
I
just
know. I know.
the
Essence though.
wedding is
Essence.
what she's
Yeah.
thinking about.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
you're not thinking about everything else. You just the man ain't look at you right. So like, come on.
Taj, I mean Monique 69 ways. What up? What up? What up? She say Taj gets on my nerves with this situation. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I think for Essence, in my opinion, I feel like Essence, the character, she's a pop star, she's a singer that comes with a different type. Their reality is kind of different from other people's reality because she has so many people around her that are doing different things for her. She's able to get anything that she wants. So she's spoiled. And I don't really even want to call her selfish, in my opinion. I just think that she's a little bit spoiled and she wants what she wants, but I think that she really cares about Taj in the, I think she cares about him. I think she really does, but I think that she is just a lot. She just a special person. That's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
call it. She's a
She's
Right.
special
animated.
individual.
Right.
She's animated. She's
She's
extra.
really
She's over
she
the
extra,
top.
yo. She's really
Yes.
extra, yo. She's
Yeah.
extra.
Very extra. What you think
And
about her, Tamika? What you think about her? And then also after you give your opinion about Taj, talk about what I want to go into what the dad did when he goes and beats down Captain or Sergeant, whoever he is.
Yeah, I agree with y'all already was saying. I mean, yeah, the wedding is usually about the woman, but she was just being completely oblivious to him, disregarding him, like not even paying attention to nothing he's saying. And obviously, I mean, he have to step up and say something about it to make that change because and she's comfortable with it. It's like, listen, this is the way that I want it, this the way it's gonna be. And he's a people pleaser too. So he's just kind of goes along with it. And I agree with you say about her personality. So I don't know how they, work that out. Um and as far as the chief, yeah, like we was just saying, Daddy ain't playing no games no more. He really serious about. He want to bring some stuff out. He want to know what's going down, who's doing what. He want names. He want the receipts. He's being really, really serious about this now. This is his new mission.
The way he moving like he from the street. You know what I
Yes.
mean? And that's the part that I want to see. I want to see the backstory of, Pastor. Like, Pastor was in the street before. That's how you know all these cats. That's how they know him. And then he became a pastor. That's what I really want to see.
I agree.
Facts. All right, y'all. So let's talk about this little meeting that we have. Mama just do too much, y'all. Oh my goodness. I love me some Loretta Devine. When she play a character, I mean she play it and either you gonna love her, you gonna hate her, or be annoyed by her. Like you gonna feel what you supposed to feel when she play these characters. And right now, Mama is doing too much for me. She's having the meeting. She even goes as far as to tell them, like, look, you need to apologize to her. You done made your grand entrance, basically, which she did. I ain't gonna lie. She did kind of come in and all the attention was on her. I can't lie and say that wasn't accurate. But Mama just doing too much. What do y'all really think about the Mama? Like, what are y'all real feelings about it? Does she have good intentions, or what you really think? Candy, start with you, and then Tamika, then Jay.
It's kind of confusing because it's starting from when she was in the hospital. They were planning her, writing out her obituary. So it seems like everything from that point on is like they have a takeover. Like she has a takeover spirit. She wants to take over the church, take over the music career, take over their lives, take over everything. You apologize to your daughter. I understand that part because she should have apologized to her on her own. But then it's Danita. Okay, Danita. So we can't expect her to apologize to anybody too quickly. But it just the grandmother has the takeover spirit, and I don't know if it's genuine. Well, it can't be genuine because everything is like it has a hidden agenda. Like as far as the $30 million insurance policy on her daughter's voice, like when did that take place? Now you got them reading scripts for the doggone. Did I? I think I jumped ahead, but it's just I don't know. She's kind of I don't know. I don't. She's not genuine. I'll say that, but I just don't know how to take her.
Gotcha. I feel you on that. Tamika.
Yeah, Mama is. I love the Red Divine, but Mama seems, doing too damn much. She definitely want to control everything. Set everything up the way she wanted, want everybody to play, go along with the script, read it the way she wrote it. And I think it lets us see more of why Danita is the way that she is, what she had to deal with, why she rocked the way she rocked growing up in that house, because I'm sure it was a whole bunch of mess between her and daddy. So, yeah.
Exactly. And we can't forget that Danita was not like the best person in season one. Danita
Exactly.
is a son of a gun. You know what I'm saying?
She's
Jay, what's
the
your thoughts?
devil.
The apple don't fall too far from the tree, right? So now we seeing the origin and the source of why Danita was the way she was in season one, and why nobody really liked her, really was feeling her, why she was, because she's controlling and kind of have a narcissistic type of behavior. She got it from her mama.
Yeah,
And
Danita.
now Danita is all vulnerable. Oh, she don't remember anything. Let me jump in. Let me jump in and just take care of this. I think Danita is everything that her mama wanted to be. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah. Yeah, because it does feel like, in a sense, that she's kind of low key jealous. Like when Danita kind of says that, I'm like, dang, it does kind of feel that way. And I'm still like in the middle with the mama. Like, I really don't know how to take her. Sometimes I feel like it's halfway, it's like, I don't feel like it's completely fake. I just feel like everything y'all said. She just, I don't know. I keep waiting to see if what's big gonna happen with her. I just feel like there's something else with her, but I just can't put my finger on it exactly.
Hmm. Like when the other shooter drop or something. It's something
Yeah,
else with her, but she does what they. I guess she's doing what they're gonna let her do until they stop her. Per,
yeah.
but who's gonna stop her? I don't know.
Shit. Nope. Danita probably just probably take somebody else just like her. Now, Danita and I don't know why I can't think of his name, but the character that Kirk Franklin plays, they're gonna have a conversation, right?
Dwayne.
What's his name?
Dwayne.
Dwayne. Okay. They're gonna have a conversation, and she's talking. This is the person from that they talk to. She's talking to him about her dreams, and he can interpret dreams and stuff like that. And they're having this conversation about it. He's just telling her, like, look, you gonna have to finally be honest. Now, what's interesting to me is that the last season we saw this Danita that she was kind of cutthroat. You know what I'm saying? Like Danita, she was straddling that line hard. You know what I'm saying? Like you just didn't know what you were gonna get with her. But even though we know that, she's getting her memories back, do you think that she genuinely wants to change, wants to be different? Like she's saying like no more lies and stuff like that. What you think about her now versus then? Do you think this is a play, or do you think this is like real, Tamika?
For me right now it's 50-50 or maybe 60-40 because I felt like she was doing it a little bit in season one, but then she was also still playing in our face and she was getting warnings from him then that, God is gonna start, it's gonna be some repercussions that gotta come from those actions. And you figured, now she done got hurt with the everything that happened at the church, and that's done cost you your voice. And you saying, well, how God bless me with my life, but then take my voice. And he's like, remember, we was already discussing before all this happened, and you having to confront and tell the truth. And lies is literally like throughout their whole family, throughout everything that's going on, from her mama to her kids, to her looking her husband. Like we got lies going everywhere from everybody. So it's like, yeah, now you need to start, telling the truth. And of course, her mother have a different outlook on that. So
Oh,
I find that interesting too. Mama feels that
exactly.
things are supposed to stay buried.
Okay, and
Mhm.
she's kind of trying to be honest with certain things. So
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't really know how to take her. Jay, any thoughts?
So my thoughts are, yeah, he was telling her, the warning signs and everything. I think with the whole, you know, her getting popped and the angel we talked about and all, I think she's still trying to figure it out. We know about the memory thing, right? We know about that because we watched the other episode. But I think
Mhm.
she is genuinely trying to figure this whole thing out since she got popped. I don't think she's playing with him. I don't think she plays with this guy. I think she plays with everybody else as far as not remembering stuff or whatever the case is, right? Because we found out the truth. But I think with him, it's a certain, like, she didn't listen this season. Now, after getting popped and everything that's going down and her getting sued and, you know, kind of being on thin line and on skates with certain things, I think she's really listening to him, like genuinely trying to get whatever she can out of him so she can figure everything out.
Okay, that's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna see that Caesar sets up this whole thing that he does. I think he does it every year, and they go to the prison and they sing. Rebel, of course, is completely against this. She don't want to do it. She like, I'm not trying to go back. Like, and we know about we already knew that she's been in juvie and all that type of stuff, but we do get a little bit more of a vulnerable Rebel in this. In these 2 episodes, I would say, and I really enjoyed that. There's not a whole lot to discuss when it comes to this. I enjoyed the singing. I thought the singing was nice, and I thought this was a good touch. And I do think that Rebel was enjoying herself, and that as much as she pushes against it, that she really, really wants this whole gospel singing thing to work. What you think, Candy? You think she really wanted to work?
I think I think she really wants it to work. She's just always teetering back and forth into the world, and and being in the Christian world or the gospel world. I think she's always teetering back and forth. She's not sure because it's like she's alone out here. She doesn't really have any family. So she really doesn't have anybody to help her, guide her, other than these people that she just met yesterday. So it's like she's always struggling to find a balance in what she wants to do and what she feels that she should do. She has a good group around her. She just needs to trust them and trust herself that she's doing the right thing versus going back to the strip club and then singing secular music, which is nothing wrong with that, but she needs to find a balance in it. And she did enjoy doing this, and Caesar brought it out to her, I think episode 4, of how she was looking while she was singing, and that she could tell that she was enjoying herself. So I mean, it's like things like that, you can point things out to help people realize what they're doing, and that might help them say, okay, well, I didn't realize I was enjoying it, but now I see that I was enjoying it. Maybe that'll help her, want to stick with it a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, y'all. So at the end of the last episode, we found out that there was a policy and that there was a big old number on that policy. So do you think this is the thing with the mom, Tamika? Do you think this is the biggest thing, the reveal, or do you think it might be a little bit more? Or I don't know. Do you think she knew about this policy? Because this is the part that confuses me. I know that her memories have come back to her at this point, right? So how she not know if she signed it, or do you think the mama signed it and she really don't know about this policy and that somebody else forged her name?
That's what I was wondering. Like, do we know that that's her signature? I don't trust Mama. I got one out on Mama. I said, not her getting a 30 million policy on her voice. Yeah, I don't know about Mama, but Zanita trifling too. That's what I said. She get it from her mama, but that was messy.
That's a big policy, though.
Yes.
Gosh.
$30 million policy.
And then I don't think she would. I don't think she would
remember. Caesar can't come after her, so she like, oh, okay,
right.
Tell me something good.
So that's what I'm saying. I don't think she would lie to the lawyer that she didn't know about that policy. I don't think she would lie to him because she has no reason to. So she may not remember. I
just don't know how much of the charade she's going with, because remember, she's not supposed to know anything, so she has to not know things around everybody. So
yeah, but I don't think she would lie to him though, because that's her lawyer. I think he's on her side, so I don't think she would lie to him.
I think she don't know about it, and I'm gonna go with your theory, EJ, that her signature was forged. I'm gonna say the reason why is because soon as she got popped, Mama came through, and remember they was writing the will. She was already writing Danita off, and they was like, "You writing the will already? She ain't dead yet, right?" So with all of that, I think she was like, "All right, well, she about to die. We about to get this money," And you already know her and Papa was like, yeah, let's talk about the record label. Yeah, that's where the money's at. So you already know. Yeah, that I think I'm gonna go with your theory, EJ. Definitely, Mama knows. Mama's
Yeah.
forged the signature.
Or
Yeah.
she may have had her sign a bunch of papers, and you know how people do, slide something up under it. Never know.
Yeah. It's a
But
bunch of
mama,
stuff.
but mama slipped something on up under her, I believe though. Because
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she would lie to the lawyer. That's just me. I don't think she would lie to him that she didn't know about it.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, I would hope that she would teeter along what she tells him, but she does kind of. There is a moment where I think is this the part where she says that was it at the end of this episode or was it
In the episode 3,
or was it the other when she says that maybe her memories are like like basically she's saying that maybe she shouldn't get her memories back. She kind of
right?
said it, but
I did that
so let's
earlier
move
too.
on to the
That's what
next
makes me
group.
feel
I may need
she
to
wouldn't lie to him
switch for this too.
because she pretty much
Our
told him.
slippers. The slippers.
What you say?
Mute yourself.
Oh, what he say? Oh, he was talking to
My
somebody.
bad. My bad.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think she would lie to us because she told him, I think I need to, play along with the memory lapse, because of this lawsuit. So I feel that he knows something. I don't think she would lie to her lawyer, but who knows? She's
Yeah.
the devil.
Okay, so let's talk about this next part right here. Okay, Tamika, question. So we know that we're gonna have this whole interview, and look like they done got Michelle Williams. She out here doing her thing, and the mom has actually created these folders for them with the talking points, like and everything. Like she's just trying to control this whole thing, like as she always does. And then we even learn later that she even has control over the doggone interviewer. Like she just does too much. But what I really want to talk about is Danita and her husband. We know that when we last saw them in season 1, they had a very estranged relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like they were married, but they really weren't. They were more like roommates per se. And now that we know from this episode that she got these memories back, do you think it was real when she wanted him to come on in that bedroom? When she said, "You want to
Yeah,
share my
I
bed?"
do, and I found it interesting because even in the last episode, I've noticed them like kind of being more open with each other, talking with each other, being a little bit more friendly. They both was agreeing as far as her mother, like, yeah, she getting on my dad on her, she be doing too much. So I think it was real. She, I was like, wow, they get along better now than they was before. So if we know that she have her memory back, because before I kind of felt like she was playing with him too a little bit to see what he was going to be honest about, if he was going to admit everything to her and things of that nature. So compared to all of the other relationships right now, it actually seemed like they on a pretty good footing. And I thought it was good that he said, I appreciate that. I would love to come in there with you, but I'm gonna wait until, you a little bit more back to yourself, before I do. So I was like, okay, wait a minute now. Another thing is, and I could be completely wrong, y'all, but I kind of disagree with y'all when y'all say that the child is the angel and the baby's no longer here. I think Mama lying about that. I think that
Oh,
child is
from
still
this
alive.
episode, yeah,
Oh
I
yeah.
completely changed my mind.
Oh yeah.
I feel like they filmed it like that on purpose to leave that little Lord there, and then her
Mhm.
dreaming, and remembering too. I was just
Yeah.
like, well, wait a minute, but I was kind of feeling that way when we first saw that, and then when the mama's like, "Oh, the baby didn't survive," I just was like, "I don't believe you, Mama. I don't believe
Yeah,
you
that was a
for a
lie.
minute.
Mhm.
That
When
was
I
a
first
big
heard
old
that,
lie.
I do
I
not
said,
believe
"Oh,
you."
that was real. That was real." When she
Yeah.
said that, I said, "Oh, that boy grown and that was real."
Mm-mm.
Mama
Yeah,
Yeah,
lied.
that was a little. That's messy. That's nasty. Because I was thinking about it, like I think I forgot which other show we was covering, but we was talking about how that's a lot of what they did.
Mhm.
In certain
yeah,
times, you got sent down south, or you went for a long drive somewhere, and there may be a family member that end up with the child, or we may put the child up for an adoption. But then like it didn't make it. I'm like, Mama.
He died a few months after you gave him up.
Now
Mhm.
I'm like,
like,
no.
I'm on the fence about whether or not he was the actual person, like if
Right.
that was him, but I think that the son is very much alive. I
Mhm.
feel like what we saw in the first episode, I think it's the first episode, was a manifestation of him. Like, I really don't think that that was actually him, but I
That's the
don't
part
think
I'm
he's
not too
gone.
clear on, but I feel like they
Mm-hmm.
filmed it that way purposely because sometimes you a spiritual person, you may just have dreams, insight, certain things you see. And so I was like, was it supposed to be that from her perspective? But then we also saw him with the bishop. So I was
Husband.
like, that's what
Mm-hmm.
kind of threw it off a little bit for me. But I was like, I think they filmed it that way on purpose. So it's like, is this an angel? Is this a dream? Is this really him? To kind of, so it won't be so obvious to us to play with our minds. And I like that they did that.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
yeah,
setting us
yeah,
up. They setting us
Yeah.
up
yeah.
right. They
Oh
they
yeah,
keeping
for
us
sure.
so involved with it. Like just like you said to me, it's like, is he here? Is he real? Is he not? This is the writers are killing it for real. They doing their thing, keeping us on the
Yeah,
edge.
for
Mm-hmm.
sure.
But in
And
season one, when they had the baby crying in her dreams, like all that is coming together. Like
Yeah,
the
that's what I
crying.
was
yeah,
thinking. It's all coming
Mm-hmm.
together because even when she's talking to Dwayne, it's like, well, which one of my kids is it that I'm worried about or I feel like I have to protect? Is it Taj or is it CJ? Maybe it's neither one of them. Maybe you still having these dreams because of, the
the
first
other
child
one,
you
yeah.
had. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know.
Absolutely. Yeah,
So
I wholeheartedly believe that too. And then the fact that she's making this call trying to find this person that she says prayed for her, like I was like, "Oh
mm-hmm.
yeah, he's not gone. Like he's somewhere out there and probably maybe toward the end of the season he going to pop up,
Yeah.
you know."
And I doubt Mama will want that to come back up because she's all about how things look and,
Look,
Mm-hmm.
not
the
having certain
aesthetics.
things come out. Hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she
So
ain't trying to see
question.
that happen.
So do we think Rebel is a child of Caesar or Bishop? Or am I moving too fast?
I mean, well, we ain't really got to the where we talk about him and the mama, but I mean, we can talk about it. I don't think that Rebel is his child. I think they want us to think that it's his child, but I absolutely do not think that it's his child. I think that, yeah, him and her mama had something, but I don't think that he the daddy.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Okay.
What you think, Tamika?
Yeah, I agree. I was like, well, wait a minute now. Her mama was with him too. Like everybody was just mixing it up. Okay. I'm like, so this ain't his child, right? But I don't think so. And I don't think he feels like there's any chance that she is. The way he said it was like he was trying to, I guess, come back to her, but by the time that he was trying, it was already too late. They didn't really give us much to go on. But I definitely was like,
Mm.
oh, this getting more interesting.
Yeah, I thought it was cool that when they brought that party in, I was like, oh,
Hmm.
okay. Now y'all gonna
Mm-hmm.
try to want us to think that they brothers and sisters. Nah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't think so.
crazy
Or
because
either or either
it
Caesar's
seems
child.
like
Could
he
she be
really
Caesar?
loved Rebel's mom, and then Zanita really loved Caesar, but they couldn't be with the ones that they loved. I was like, Lord,
Right.
This thing crazy because at first I did think that Rebel was their child, right? But
Mhm.
now I'm gonna throw this out there. I think Taj is Caesar's son. That's
I
Yep,
another
always thought
twist.
that. I
Yeah,
I
always thought
always
that.
thought
because
that one too.
I
yeah,
always
because
thought
you
that.
know their mannerisms and the way that they
He
move and the way
looked
that they
like him.
talk. Exactly,
The
exactly. So I think
uh
that's the big surprise.
Yeah,
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
and the
was
way that
thinking that
they
at first.
interact with each other, not only that, but they have this bond almost with each other
Right,
that
Yeah,
they
right.
shouldn't really have if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Not the way Danita done set it up.
Right.
Right.
I always thought that when I'm like, is that his daddy? Okay. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
and to
not.
answer your
Okay.
question, Candy, no, I do not think that Rebel is either one of their kids. I'm more
Okay.
along with what Jay said. I think that the big reveal is that Taj is not the bishop's son, and that like her and Caesar had a thing because she wasn't over him, and that
Right.
they,
Right.
had their moment, and you know, how it
Yeah.
go.
Is
Boom, boom,
CJ
bye.
is CJ the oldest or Taj the oldest?
I am pretty sure that Taj is. I think Taj is the old. Is Taj the oldest? Hold on, because she said that we had a child. I think. I think Taj. I'm pretty sure
Taj is
it's
the
Taj.
oldest, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Taj, but I don't know. Let's not quote on that. But I
Mm.
still think that I still agree with you about Taj being the one, and that's only because of their connection.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
it's
because
a
Danita was messing with Caesar before she got with Bishop, right?
Right.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
So it's possible that she got pregnant and had Taj, but it probably broke up or whatever. And then by the time she got with Pastor, she was already pregnant. But then once they got together and got married, whatever, she made it look like it was Pastor's son. So I'm
Yeah.
just throwing it
Mm-hmm.
out there. We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean,
I,
that would be like the most interesting thing that they can do
Yes.
because I mean, this other kid we already know that's 9 times out of 10 Caesar's kid. You know what I'm saying? Like we already
mm-hmm.
know that. But I feel like what would be more interesting is if you made Taj his kid. Like if you made her have that would be crazy.
Yes.
That I would love. I ain't even gonna lie.
I can
And I
see
thought
Taj's
that from
face
the
too.
My
beginning, and then when
mother
this
would
other
be
kid
doing
came
flips every
in,
which way.
Yeah. I can see
yeah,
Taj's face too. Like, oh my God. You know
Yes.
Taj in his face when he be in grief. Like it's the
yeah,
funniest. It's like, dang.
yeah. Taj's face be all jacked up.
Listen, y'all.
He be in deep thought.
What was Taj thinking when he got with Essence? He can't handle her.
He cannot.
Right,
He's
right.
trying.
She's
He
a
was
wild
Yeah,
girl.
she was literally not paying attention to nothing he was saying, and that was irking my nerves.
Oh God.
Okay, did you see that face she gave when he said he wanted her dad to I said,
Mhm.
girl, stop it.
Yeah. The whole thing with the wedding planner and the marriage counselor
Mhm.
turned my stomach, and I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, I can't do Essence. I couldn't do her in first season. I definitely can't do it now. Now that she pregnant and they getting married,
I ain't gonna lie, y'all.
Unequally
I was the
yoked.
person who didn't think she was pregnant. Then when I saw the I said, oh dang, okay, I guess she is.
well
We
we
better
we know what's gonna happen at the end of episode 4. I was
yeah.
like, "Boo yay."
Yeah, no, you didn't.
Yes,
Yes, you
I
did.
did. Yes, I did.
Oh my goodness. So y'all know Rebel talks about a point where she says, where she talks about what changed. And that's what I was saying. Like is having these moments where we're seeing these vulnerable sides of her. And I feel like it really is the people around her that's really bringing this out of her from oh girl, which I can't think of her name is, but the one at Caesar's
Mhm.
record label,
hmm
from her to Caesar to Taj. I feel like all of these people, like she said, that that God has brought into her life, like they're slowly just making you're seeing these changes in her. And that's why
Mhm.
I had already said, I think on last thing, I was like, yeah, I don't believe that she's choosing to go to the strip club just because she was so adamant against this and she was so
Mhm. Yeah,
focused
we were
on
talking about
hmm
that.
Danny
Mhm.
not doing it. It
Yep.
didn't make sense to me.
We figured it
Mhm.
out. But we
Yeah,
knew it though. We knew something
yeah,
wasn't right. Like,
something
what's she
wasn't
going
right
there
in
for?
that, but that makes
Yeah.
me even more worried for her.
Yeah,
Yeah. She can't
and
go back.
absolutely. This
Mhm.
is a bad idea, but this is the idea of an ambitious cop. And I
hmm
think that it was a detective, I guess we'll say. And I think it was a
Yes,
horrible idea for her to
it
put her
is.
in this situation.
And
hmm
detective girl, you in danger too.
Yeah.
You doing
She
too
can't go
much.
back. That was her last time going there. She can't go back. If she go back, because you done made one of the clients upset. So yeah, she can't
Well,
go
that's
back.
going to come out, like that part is going to come out because she's actively trying to avoid doing the things like what Danny was doing because that's where
hmm
eventually this leads. And she really ain't trying to do that. So you can only. Like you can only get around it for so long. Eventually, you know what I'm saying.
You got to
So
get to work.
exactly. So hopefully, I don't know how this gonna go. Jay, what's your thoughts on the reveal that Rebel, you saw her playing the bugs right here. You can see her putting the bugs under the tables and all that
hmm
type of stuff. What did you think about it?
Y'all was right. Y'all was right. We was asking the question last time. Is she doing it for money? Is she a spy? Y'all was right with the whole conversation with the detectives. And yeah, this is kind of wild for her to be doing all of this, right? But of
Yeah.
course, it's for her friend,
hmm
and and getting a little bit of change. But I like I like how homeboy was like, yeah, go take care of the guy, and then she went over to him and was like, oh, I'm sorry, baby, I'm already assigned to somebody else. He didn't tell you, and she just went upstairs and did her thing. So
hmm
she doing her thing. I hope something good works out. I hope she don't get caught. That's my thing. I hope she don't get caught, and then the bald head dude with the one eye, I hope he don't beat her down and nothing like that. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm like. I don't think she can go back after that because you just told somebody you can't go, even though he was like, I need a good report. You just told a dude you can't. So sometimes I think she can't go back after she did that. She can't go back. I don't think. What y'all think?
I just think that she can only avoid this for so long. Like she's trying to avoid what they come to them parties to do. And I think that eventually you can't continue to avoid it. She's gonna find herself in a situation where she gonna have to, do what they come to them parties to do. And so that's gonna be the issue right there. How many times are you gonna be able to get yourself out of these situations? Especially before they start to realize, before what's his name starts to get the red flag, because first of all, he should have known better.
This detective is telling her to hang in there and keep doing it, and that they're gonna get all this information on them. They so close, and she's telling her not to tell nobody that she's doing this because she asked about like, what about the past? And she's like, nope, don't say nothing to nobody. So nobody knows what you're really trying to do, and then. Child, you better leave that damn detective alone. So she better go undercover or something.
Okay.
Yeah, she better go in there. Yeah, get somebody else to do it. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
doing too much. What up, the homie? Yeah, doing way too much. So anyway, we get to counseling, y'all, and this is when we really, if we didn't already 100% didn't already know that these two wasn't compatible at all. And here's the crazy part about it is that, and you don't have to be like, they don't have to have the same religion, the same this to be on the same page, but they're not on the same page about everything. And I do mean everything. They weren't even on the same page about sex in the beginning. I mean, she really coerced him into to finally just giving in. If we really think about it, they were never on the same page about anything. And listen, I'm all for sexually liberated people. I got no problems with it. But Essence is beyond 1,000. I'm like, girl, we in the therapy. Like, what you doing?
She be hyped up, like she jacked up on something. Like she drank Mountain Dew 24/7, coffee,
role play. I like role.
Ooh,
girl, not.
But you can see his face, the way he took his arm from around her, the way he was like, "That's not what she's talking about." I know, I'm just playing. He was so done with her. He was just like, ugh, yeah. He was done with her.
This is a perfect example of being in a relationship and just letting things flow, knowing that that's not even your moral compass. Like it's like she doesn't even know who he really is. Like he is the son of a pastor. Like he is very religious, and she just doing her like in the whole situation. I'm like, yo, you don't know who your mate is. So that's how I see she's just acting like she's not really being considerate as to who he truly is.
She's not reading the room. She's selfish. She just. It's all that's what I'm saying. It's all about her. Like, you don't care about the way this man feels about nothing. Like,
and just to play devil's advocate, I would say that they both are they're both in the same, they're both doing the same exact thing. He isn't realizing who he is with, and she's not realizing who she is with. She's just being who she is, but he's also just being who he is. But who they are don't go with each other.
Right.
So and I'm
like
not.
I agree.
And I think that VACAY-J said it perfectly. And people do this a whole lot. I've had a lot of conversations with friends, and then when I get them cursing out about love at the lockup and 90 Day Fiance, I see them doing that up there. These people don't know each other. They're not talking to each other. They're not figuring out what they like, what they want, what they don't like. So this is when you have them sitting here like this, and it's like, whoa, wait, what you said? And the third is looking shocked and confused. They looking at each other shocked and confused because we don't really know each other. We just been kind of going along with the flow, and now we don't make a baby, and we just gonna get married just because grandma said it.
Yeah, they
try to go along to get along.
He's like, counseling? You want to go to counseling before we even get married?
Yes. But she would know that if she knew, like he was saying, like he's raised in the church. People in the church, that's something that they typically do is premarital counseling. Now, do people outside of the church? Some of them do, but most of them, if you think about it, a lot of people, that's not the first thing that they're thinking about. People are just hopping in to get married. But typically, if you have been raised in the church, you know, usually your pastor will even say, hey, before I'll marry you, we need to sit down and talk and stuff like that. That's typically how it goes.
Yep.
But, you know.
I don't mean to tell my business, but I guess I'm gonna tell my business.
Got the tea.
Because you know I'm a man. I'm a man of God. Okay, I'm a man of God. Even though I watch Power and all of that, right? But
we're human.
Your boy at some point was engaged, and your boy did say, "Hey, you know what? We need to go to this counseling session." They had like a counseling session for like married people and for people that's about to get married. So me and my fiance, who will remain nameless, went to the counseling. And yes, we found out we are from two different worlds. So yes, it is common for folks in the church to do this from a spiritual perspective. Some people go to, you know, regular counseling, but the spiritual aspect goes a little bit deeper, and a lot of stuff gets revealed real quick. So I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Counseling can bring out some marriage counseling can bring out some tears now. Like, hold a minute. Oh, let me not go there. You can make you learn some things.
Jimmy Rizza said, I guess this is one-sided. Talk down.
What are you talking about? What's one-sided?
I don't know.
It's no-sided. It's no-sided.
Because I don't know, because I know I just literally played devil's advocate and gave both sides of it, but yeah, I don't know. But anyway, y'all, what was I talking about? Oh, okay, never mind. Let me go to the next slide because I think we done wrote this one down. We know they not equally yoked.
Right.
Wait, period.
And it's like she's not even trying to meet him halfway. It's like she's not even trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
she wants what she wants. She wants what she wants.
This is selfish. This is where I want to be down the middle at, is because I don't think it's that. And this is my opinion. I don't think it's that. I don't see Essence as a selfish person. I don't see her. I see her being her, and that her doesn't match him. Like, I don't think she's selfish. I just think that she's a pop star. She gets what she wants. She's spoiled, but I think this is her real life personality. Like, I think this is just who she is, and Taj just has accepted it all this time that they just.
I go along with you with that. And you're right. Like, she's just doing her. That's all she. This is what I say. People can't do what they don't know how to do, right? So if she doesn't know how to adapt, to shift, to learn who Taj really is and what his, you know, religious morals are and his ethics and stuff like that. If she don't know how to do it, we can't expect her to do it. That's just in life too. You know what I'm saying? If you with somebody, if they don't know how to love you right or love you in the way that you want to be loved, then they can only do what they know how to do. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. She just being herself. She can't be anybody else for him, but she's just not the one for him.
Exactly. Because there's somebody else that would appreciate that they might match when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might just be as over the top as she is, and they would work together.
I thought it was a DJ. I thought it was a DJ going to holler at, but that's a different. We ain't get there yet.
Oh, that DJ, he ain't nothing but a
scrub.
He do it. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Okay, y'all, let's talk about mama. Okay, mama. So let me see. I'm trying to think. Was this how y'all switched? Y'all see that?
Hey, I switched. I'm in number 2. Hey.
But I don't even know what just happened.
You and that mouse.
Yeah, I don't even know what just happened. I don't know what girl, I ain't even touching the mouse. You see, I'm leaned over here. My hands is all the way. I didn't do it, I promise. But anywho, y'all, I was trying to think of. This is when we get the reveal, because I was like, what pictures do I have here? What the hell is this? I remember now. This is when we learned that Danita is actually been faking, y'all. Like she done kept it 100%. Mama brought out the old Danita. Mama going in on her. She like, forget this, and she just tell her off. But guess who is around the corner though?
CJ.
It's always somebody listening. All right, we gotta let you know, Jimmy Rizzu. But yeah, it's crazy that somebody always listens. But ain't that what they say? That it's always somebody somewhere.
Exactly.
And she was the one that was there. Good thing it was CJ, to be honest, because CJ is a little more meek and mild. You know what I'm saying? So So let's move on to this one. So we. Here we go. Our girl Essence is back again. She just done invited herself. In. She say she gonna be a part of this family one way or the other. You know, one thing I will say about Essence, she don't know how to read the room sometimes. I'm like, Mama don't want you here.
She don't know how to read the room.
I'll give it to her though. I'll give it to her. When she want what she wants, she goes after what she wants. She gonna maneuver and finagle, even though we may not like it. She is a hustler, okay?
Already, she really do.
Yeah, that pissed Taj off.
And then look how she was dressed. Like,
yeah,
girl. I don't even want to talk about this girl. I'm done. I can't with her. She just like she don't read the room.
She like just, you said,
she's just doing her.
Who she is.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to.
But she's not trying to conform.
She's not trying to please any of them, and she's not trying to conform to any of what they say, like any of this. You know what I'm saying? She just who she is, and it's like you accept me or you don't accept me. Whatever.
I know some folks like that. I know people like that. It's crazy that they just are. Either they're oblivious or they know exactly what they're doing. They don't care about what anybody does or anybody says.
She just like, shoot, this is the dress I wanted to wear. Shoot, I guess. Shoot. And it was what it was. And she was ready to go because she was dressed to go on. I guess she knew she was gonna get on stage. She said, "I'm gonna get up here
with her blonde Betty Boop hairdo."
She got up there. And she got up there. Everybody else got on the dark colors. They all color coordinated and matching.
She got on cream. And then CJ husband not even up there, but you up here, Essence. Okay. But I thought now if grandma is a big boss like she says she is, Essence would have been up there.
Exactly.
How did Essence make it up there? Because grandma's supposed to be big boss and big bad, and how?
You see Miss Destiny Child.
She saves face. She not gonna ever make no scene. So you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I think that Essence was able to bogart her way in there because grandma,
the reporter was already like, "Oh, this is even juicier." You know, we got the monster, we got the family.
You sound just like her. You sound just like her.
I see it. She said that girl name. One more. Sky.
So it didn't nobody follow the script. That was what the funny part was.
Yes.
Everybody off script.
She was so mad. She in the back like,
yeah.
She's pulling up the script like, read the script, read the script.
I'm like, everybody get back on script. Get back on script. Okay, y'all. So we might as well keep talking about this because you know she's not gonna last too much longer after this episode. But
read Monique's comment.
Hold on.
What she said?
Oh my goodness. She say that bleach went to Essence head. Essence is a whole handful, but like I said, Essence is a pop star and she live in her own world. And I think that's the part that we have to realize is that some of these people really do live in their own worlds and their own realities. Yep. So it's different. And you have to know that. Hold on, let me get
that patience. Taj he's such a sweetheart.
He is. He got the patience. He got the patience of Job. I mean, seriously.
He's too sweet for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got the patience of Job. And Keena, why you keep coming at this girl like that? Why you keep doing her?
Who asked her?
Like she a bad person. She just extra. But she not
She's just not for my brother, Todd. I mean, she's not for my. That's my brother, my cousin. She's not for him, and I just can't. She's just no. And then she's like, I can pay for the wedding. You don't have to. That's what I want to do, girl. She just don't respect him as a man. I think that's just one thing that irks me. She doesn't respect him as a man. She doesn't want to do what she wants to do, and
you know what though? Not to
and be
interrupt you.
done with it.
I want to know. Mama see everything that's going on, but why she don't see how bad Essence is for her grandson? You know what I mean?
I think she do.
She do.
You think she see it? She does,
Yeah.
right? But she ain't like trying to stop it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, because
most women would say something.
That's because of the baby. If there was no baby,
she's more worried about the image, but she definitely sees her.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's about the image. It's like you made this, you did this. Now we just gotta roll with it because what we not gonna do is let the people see you out here having a baby out of wedlock. Image is more important to her.
Yeah, that's what I was saying last week. For the image of the church in front of the church people and all that. Yeah.
That's more important. So
why he being mistreated?
Right. Yeah, if I gotta deal with Essence, then I guess this is what I'm gonna have to deal with. But you ain't finna be out here looking like you just out here having kids out of wedlock. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be mistreated though. But you're gonna be mistreated though.
This is life,
though.
You're gonna be unhappy. This happens in real life
after Rebel.
Yeah, but this happens in real life. Like this is real. This is one of like the realest parts, yo, for real.
It is.
I believe that this is a super real part. People get into relationships with people that they aren't matched with all the time. Like I honestly, it's life. It happens because people look from the outside in. Sometimes things are superficial. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of different reasons why. But we even saw that Taj wanted to pursue other things. And here's the thing is that, and let me be clear, I'm not caping for one or the other. It's just he and Essence just don't go well together to me. They just don't mix well together. They're not a great couple. It feels forced. And I don't think anything should ever feel forced. But if we're being honest, he and Rebel really aren't like just Rebel is not like this person that's just like, she's not a church girl. She's not this, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I keep saying it's not about the person being in church. It's about their personalities really just clash.
Yeah. It's about the vibe. It's about the vibe and the chemistry. That's what it's all about. And they may be from two different worlds. But shoot, they could be married for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? One go to church, one don't go to church, but they know they love each other and they vibe well and they make babies and the whole
it's working.
Yeah, and that's what I see with them. I just see they just mesh better together. But you know, so this was funny to me when she did his face and she said, "We're not gonna do that." And then she just leave and roll off to the club. I said, "Essence, if you don't sit your ass somewhere." That was so funny to me.
Yeah, she's too much for him. She's too much for him. Like for
real. She's too high strung. Girl, calm down.
Yeah, he more conservative. He more like a conservative church boy. And she like, listen, I'm going wherever I want to go. I'm an independent woman. Even though, you know, you my fiance, I'm still going to do me. I'm like, wow, okay. Well, that's what it is.
Exactly. And here's the thing is that if people haven't sat down and had conversations about stuff like this, then you can't be mad at Essence for doing her because this is how their relationship started. It been that way. So why are we looking for her to change now? This how they started. They can't. It ain't no way in the world that she didn't start out like this with him.
Well, that's how Taj got caught up. That's how he got caught up. That's why she pregnant because he was like, he just rolling with it. Yeah,
the baloney pony.
Just right. But we're gonna find out that so Essence goes off and does her, but then Mama and CJ have a moment where CJ like, look, I know, I stop faking. I know. Y'all think CJ gonna keep this to herself or not?
Nope.
She gonna tell Taj. I mean, she gonna tell
Taj. They pretty close with their relationship.
Yep.
And then he probably gonna end up telling Caesar because that's how they are in their relationship. it's gonna be the game of telephone.
Yeah, because Taj can't hold nothing. He like a bad
No.
refrigerator. He can't hold food at all. He just, I just want to be honest, with you. My mom, she knows she's okay. So
Yep,
just,
because he already brought up that law. Because he already brought up that lawsuit and was like, it has nothing to do with you. So as soon as CJ spill the beans to Taj gonna spill the beans to Caesar, and then Caesar gonna like, all right, get the paperwork rolling.
I think Taj's gonna be mad about it because all this time he thought that she didn't remember anything or some things, and then Caesar gonna be like, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" He gonna go to the studio. What's wrong? What's going on? What's on your mind? And then he gonna spill the beans.
Yep. How he gonna say it, VACAY?
My mom's,
Well, he might not be able to. She might not be able to do it immediately, but yeah, I do see that coming along eventually because they gonna have a whole nother situation that they probably gonna be.
Well, yeah, they're gonna have something else going on after a while.
Oh yeah.
Cannot wait.
So let's
I
move
can't
on
stand
to
this dude. I never liked him in season 1. I forgot about him. I was like, wait a minute, I know this face. I cannot stand him. I just want to punch him in the face every time I see him.
So violent.
Put them fluffers on him.
Just one to the throat, real talk. Like, dude,
Yeah.
when I had to think about who he was too. To me,
talk
I didn't
too
even
much.
remember.
Like you running at the booth. What man run at the DJ booth? Like you just full steam ahead, ready to go tell. Like, bruh.
But I did like how Essence said when she said it's Taj. I mean, yep. She was claiming her man real quick.
You broke up with her over a kiss? Like you broke up with her. She got more guts than he does. No,
but that also shows you how liberated and more of a liberated she is too, because she didn't go into the spiral that I thought she would have went. She got upset when he made a point to let her know that it wasn't just a kiss.
Yeah,
right.
Like it's the way he presented it.
Right, and that's why I'm saying, like, okay, I understand he was jealous of the whole Taj and Rebel, but he did give her some important information. You know what I mean? I will give him that. I hope this don't happen to you, the same way. So, not giving him credit. We don't like him still. But he did give us some information.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. So I loved your moms. Like, who the preacher ain't been with? Who the bishop ain't been with? Lord.
Being around the world and
Right.
I told you he for the streets. I told you for the streets.
Yeah.
Y'all saw how he was looking at Sasha, right? I said, Bishop, get your eyes back in your head.
He want to take her and throw her over the rail, the right way.
I don't know. This looking a little better than Greenleaf right now. I don't know.
I mean, it's it's that perfect balance of the mega church, but with a little messy, almost like how Saints and Sinners was, but just way better.
Yeah, definitely.
So what do you think about this though, Tamika, about him revealing the fact that he knew her mom? Do you think that they told us this for a reason? Like, do you think we're going somewhere with this, or it was just a piece of information that we got to get them closer?
I don't know how I feel about it yet. It could have been like, having them kind of have a bond and be able to, I guess, have a little bit of respect, because we know they ain't thought out on the best of terms. She thought he could possibly been involved in, her friend being taken out and everything else. And, she definitely, for them to be able to just sit and have a conversation and offer him water and saying, oh, don't tell Taj where you see me at. Like, it's like, I don't know if they trying to go for more, because the piece of me was like, wait a minute, he was in love with mama and trying to be with mama. And I'm like, who the hell? Like, what's going on?
I got a prediction.
That's gonna be a big bomb to drop.
And he cut her off too when she was trying to ask her specific question, which I think it was gonna be something about daddy stuff, but I think he cut her off real quick with that. What's your prediction, Jay?
So, like we talked about earlier, Caesar is Taj's father, and Pastor is Rebel's father. That's my prediction.
I just said that. I just asked that question.
Well, I'm saying it now. With this information, I was waiting for this to come. Okay, that's what's going down.
You probably was over there messing with your slippers and stuff.
Okay, because we literally had that whole conversation.
Well, there you go. I'm just reaffirming what y'all said.
Yeah, because then technically they could still mess around because they not brother and sister. Okay.
Now that'll be some
That's
stinking.
true.
That'll
That's
be some
true.
funky Watusi.
Yeah.
Stinking funky.
You know what? But the crazy part about it is that the character that Taj has, that we've seen him, he would never. He would never.
That is
him.
that's that stink.
But
He for
I
the
think,
streets.
but I don't think that he's her father. Honestly, I don't think that he's her father. I wholeheartedly do not think that Bishop is Rebel's father.
Who the daddy though? Who the daddy then?
Now listen. Now if the granddaddy in the wheelchair, if Lou Gossett Jr. become that girl daddy,
Oh my goodness.
That would be crazy if they write that. That would be...
now listen, I'm gonna be upset.
I feel like if he even thought it was a chance that he was, I think he would have been trying to like be in her life some type of way before now.
Yeah.
So if he is, I don't think he knows about it.
Maybe he just found out. He just found out
Maybe.
about a lot of things.
I loved your mama when he said, I'm like, what?
I
Like,
think
yeah.
when she tried to ask him that question, the way he shut it down, that's why I don't think that he is. I think it's like whoever just said, I feel like the way that he mentions the mom and how he loved her, I think that he would have figured it out some sort of way. Like, I just don't feel like, and he also might also know, like, I don't know the age that they got going on. Like, I mean, because we got to think about the age of her and Taj and, you know, all this different stuff. Like, I don't know.
Listen.
I feel it in my spirit.
Pastor for the streets. He been shooting up the club for years, and then he got saved by Jesus. And now he ain't shooting up the club no more. Okay, he got a couple kids out there. All right, this where we're going. I'm telling you right now.
Gracious.
Hey, okay,
that's some stinking.
You might be right, but then that's gonna mess. And listen, the only reason why I have to wholeheartedly stick against it is because I need Rebel and Taj to be together. And if this happens,
they will be, because they won't be siblings. It'll be cross contamination.
Taj's character won't let them. He has a certain type of character about him, and they will not do that. And let me tell you, Mama, you think that right there would mess up the way that the people look? Please, girl, Mama, what's her name? She ain't going for that.
I think they're gonna drag this out. If y'all ever watched All American, okay,
yeah,
Spencer and Liv, they dragged it out for like 4 seasons before they finally got together. So I think they're gonna drag out this whole, you know, Taj and Rebel thing for a very long time, as long as they keep getting these seasons.
Yeah, but they can't be siblings though. Like, I mean, not siblings. They can't be even what could be considered close enough to siblings. Like,
right.
And plus, and if her daddy, well, only if Taj actually belongs to Caesar would be the only way that they wouldn't be. That both of those things have to happen.
Yes.
But
I believe it's going to happen.
I don't think that he would even go for it. I think that it would still be that would be too weird. I don't even think
it would definitely be weird. Like,
this whole thing is weird.
Everything is weird. Wow. So
Mommy's talking about he's shooting blanks now. I don't know. I think that would be so freaking weird. Okay, y'all. Let's see. Okay, so everybody out here making music, please don't put Sasha and Caesar together. Can somebody please not let this happen? Don't do it.
Super thirsty.
Okay, yes. So thirsty. Like,
Desert,
just doing
Sahara.
too much. But I do love when Taj and Rebel get in the room together and they start making music together. Mm-hmm. It's something special about it. I think they see it, they know it. You can see the look on Rebel's face. Rebel is just trying to play it cool, but you know, I think she really, really feeling him, and I think he feeling her. And then, of course, we got Sasha down here trying to get her record deal. Sasha is, if not anything, she is persistent. That's for sure.
Yes, and I was going to ask, how is she still around? But I forgot. Danita, and Bishop don't have any control anymore, so that's why
she's trying to get a record deal and a date. Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm. So, do you all think she made them people sign them NDAs like they were supposed to?
Oh yeah, she about the business. she's about the
Okay.
business of protecting the kingdom. That's why she went to the what's his name, the captain, whoever he was, him. That's why she went to him in the beginning. She really do be trying to protect the kingdom and the bishop, or should I say the
Okay.
bishop more than the kingdom? But you know what I'm saying, like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because you can see how she was looking at him like, ooh. Well, they was looking at each other like they just wanted to, ooh,
Yeah,
on
I
the
was like,
bathroom sink.
stop looking like that. So here comes another climax, y'all. So we get another climax.
Yeah.
Apparently, Essence is like, shoot, let me go think about this. She went and thought about it for a second because she then came back with different clothes on, and she come up in there. She like, is there something that you want me to know? Like that. And I think, and here's my thing, y'all. This is my opinion, then I'll let y'all take it away. This is my opinion. I feel like throughout the duration of this, Essence has known all along that her and Taj were not really truly meant to be together, that they really didn't mesh, and that there was something with Heat and Rebel. Women feel things, they know things sometimes. I'm not going to say all women, but I'm going to say for the most part, a lot of people can feel certain things. When we saw her look at them when they were singing together, the way she looked, if she didn't feel something, she would have walked in that room with them and maybe sung with them. You know what I'm saying? But instead, she chose to walk away in that moment, which has always made me feel like she knows, but she thought that now that, okay, I got the ring, I got the baby, maybe we can move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like in the back of her mind, there's always been a question mark. But so I feel like this was easy for her to walk away when this is all said and done. And I feel like this is a weight off of Taj, to be honest. He's crying, but he's crying for not being able to be there for his kid. And he doesn't want to hurt her because that's the dude that he is. But at the same time, I think he relieved y'all. What y'all think?
He'll be relieved once they leave the hospital. Once you get to the hospital, and the doctor say what happened, because there's not going to be any more baby in
I
that
don't think
belly.
he's gonna be relieved like that. I got a whole nother theory for that, but go
We
ahead.
ain't there yet. We ain't there yet.
I think he's gonna be well. So right now it's still fresh. So yes, he's upset. He's sad, but I mean she probably just did that just to see how he was gonna react. You know how we do. We just try to get a reaction out of them. I don't think she would have given up that easy on him just in that first 30 seconds. Like that was too quick for her. To me, for her, that was too quick to give up. I think she was just playing in a sense because she know who she's dealing with. She ain't dealing with no Debo, no little hood booger. She dealing with somebody that's always kind, gentle, and respectful. So I think if I give you this ring back, I know you're gonna try to give it back to me. I don't think she really meant what her gesture.
I don't know. What you think, Tamika? Because I think she meant every word of it. I think she saw it. I think she knows. His heart ain't in
The
it.
lies, it's the lies for me. Like when we talking about lies, they both been lying to themselves. I knew they was lying. You knew they was lying. Jade knew they was lying. Candy knew they was lying. Everybody in the chat knew they both lying to themselves. She been knew what time it was. It's more to me that she's embarrassed that the guy came up to her and blew it up and kind of made her have to take a look at it because she already there. He know it too. He just trying to step up and be a good man. But at the end of the day, this is all a lie. Lies.
Okay.
I mean, I get it. It's the heat of the moment, but I don't think she should have came up to the job to do all this. But I felt like this was probably one of the realest times I've seen from her when she was like, I don't want to be with somebody that doesn't really love me and doesn't want to be with me. Like, you can't even say it. No, he's not in love with you. He probably does love you, but he's not in love with you. He's doing this because he thinks that is the right thing to do. Like,
exactly. He's
that's
trying to do the honorable thing.
And he probably feels bad that he feels like, he let her down or he hurt her, but it is something between him and Rebel, whether they want to we can admit it or not. That's just what it is.
Exactly. Yeah. And you can see it and feel it. That's why I was like, when she came in, when they were playing the piano with her,
she always comes in, right? Like she couldn't have came in before when Rebel was killing it in the booth. She gonna run
at the right time. Yep.
And Monique 69 Ways, I think that Taj is crying over, not over something that he really didn't want. I think he's crying over what he's losing, the ability to be a father to his child and be in the same home with his child. That means more to him than anything. He knows that if he loses this, he loses that. And I think that's where the hurt comes from.
If it walk like a duck, if it walk like a duck, quack like a duck, it's a duck. And yeah, I think she was in her feelings, right? He couldn't even say, I love you, okay, or I'm in love with you. That's it. This ain't no faking. Her reaction was not fake at all, okay? She was upset. She was like, oh my God. But she knew, just like y'all said, all of y'all said the truth. She knew that this man did not love her at all. And you know, what was her gain? What was her gain in all of this? Well, to be part of, you know, this legacy gospel, you know, family, right? And what was his gain? Well, you know, to make the family look good and be married with all of that, right? So, you know, he crying because he wasn't being true to himself. And he knew straight up that he ain't love this lady, man. You know what I mean? So, you know, but we know what really gonna happen.
Do we think it is different because they had an audience? Because Rebel was there.
I think that everything that we saw was real, like her reaction, real. Because I think on some level, we all know, and I think we've all said it. Taj is a good catch. Taj is a good man. That has to be hard to have finally found a good, solid man like Taj, but know that you don't have his heart. You know what I'm saying? Like the only reason, I mean, I can't imagine all the things that are going through her mind. And I feel like this was probably one time that we really get to see her not in a playful manner, not in a smiling manner, but in a really, really, she hurt. She loves him, but he don't love her. And like I said, you can't deny that this is a good man. Don't nobody want to lose no good man.
Right. That's a good man, Savannah.
Okay,
he's a good man. Savannah. Good man, Savannah.
I'm gonna
need him to let his thing drop. I'm gonna
say he because he while on the outside, he, you know, he's definitely a good spiritual brother, but he's dealing with his own fears of not being accepted and not doing the right thing in other people's eyes. So he got a lot to work on as far as just manning up and saying, listen, Rebel, I want to be with you. Essence, nah, you're not the one. Rebel, let's get it popping. You know what I mean? So he got a lot to work on.
So Monique 69 Ways, I think he has a lot of qualities, a lot of great qualities. There is no person that is ever going to be perfect. But when you think about a man and someone that is going to be there for you, this man was willing to marry this woman, even though he knew he wasn't necessarily in love with her, but so that he could have this family and so that he could be there for his child. And in theory, he may have kissed Rebel in the moment, but he never went further than that with Rebel. And he probably could have at any moment. He could have carried on a relationship with Rebel and been with her. So that's why I say Taj really is a good man, but he is still a man. He still is going to have his flaws. Like we all have our flaws. Like there are plenty of good men and women out there who just have some flaws. You know what I'm saying? And we all
I agree.
Like nobody's 100%.
I agree with you. Let me ask y'all a question. So let's say that she never found out that they kissed, right? And let's say they got married. Let's just look in the future for a moment. Him knowing that he doesn't really love her and her just kind of like running with it, but she does love him. Do you think eventually they would divorce anyway?
Yeah, they don't go to divorce court regardless. That was gonna happen.
Okay. That's why I say what I say about Taj not being true to herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you can't be playing with people's feelings like that. Because that's what you're doing with her. You playing with her feelings, and you know for real. Yeah, you may be a good man on some levels, but when it comes down to the matters of the heart, bro, you got to be true to yourself and true to these women out here, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I wholeheartedly 100% agree that he should have let her know that he wasn't in love with her. But like I said, at the same time, she also knows that he not in love with her. I just feel like people need to like do what's in front of them. Like don't be like act like you oblivious to stuff. Like you see
Yeah.
it, then we need to have a conversation. Their problem and what most people's problems are is communication.
Communication.
People don't talk to each other. People don't tell each other what they feel,
Right.
how they feel. They just, like you said, they go along with things instead of talking about it. They could have avoided this with a conversation when he first, he first found out she was pregnant. Instead of staying in that relationship right then because she was
Yep.
pregnant, he should have been having a conversation with her that should have went something along these lines. Hey, Essence, I care about you, and yes, I love you, but I am not in love with you, and that is not fair to you. I am gonna be here for my child. I want to be
Yep.
part of my child's life. That should have been the conversation that was had, but I still don't think that makes him not a good man. I just think that makes him a person that don't communicate and that was trying too hard to do what he thought was the right thing when it really wasn't the right thing to
Yeah.
do
For
when it
him.
came to long term.
Yeah, like I said,
Mhm.
he a good man. So I'll add on to what you said: communication and transparency, because people can communicate, but they can also withhold information. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So just like you said, he needed to be straight up with her, and
Yeah.
and that doesn't make him a bad man. That just makes him a man that just wasn't really being forthcoming of how he really felt.
Right.
Because sometimes I think that men think that, and I'm not going to say that it doesn't happen because you got to think about there's so many stories that you hear about people who don't get to be fathers to their children because if you can't be with me, then you can't be with your, you know what I'm saying? It happens.
Yeah.
I'm not
Mhm.
saying that Essence would have been like that, but it does happen. And sometimes, the mentality of it is I want to be in the house with my child every single day. I want to raise my child. So I got to force myself into this. And I think that's where Taj was in his point of
He
view.
Yes.
definitely
Good
do get it
point.
from his parents, Monique, ways. Zanita get it from her parents. He get it from his parents. It gets passed down and passed
Mhm.
down.
Mm.
They were all doing the same thing. Like that's
Yeah.
literally what happened. Because look, remember
Mhm.
the conversation that him and his dad have, and his
Right.
dad called him out on
Exactly.
it. And what did
Mhm.
he say? What do he ask his daddy? He literally asked his daddy, but what if when you were mom, or you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he trying to get the information. He trying to get the information. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
same exact stuff. It's just
Mm-hmm.
crazy to me. But
Mhm.
anyway, y'all, we gotta go ahead and bring this. This is such a, I mean, real talk. Like, such a great conversation can be had about this show. Like, they really are doing a thing with this
Yes,
show,
they are.
y'all.
Yes, they are.
They're doing a
Yeah.
great job with
Kudos to
it.
them. Kudos to the people, the
To the
heads,
writers. Yeah,
to the
yeah.
writers, the
Exactly. They're
directors,
doing a good job with
And
it for
actors.
sure.
everybody. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
because they are bringing it to the screen. They are.
Exactly, and they're doing it in a real, and they're doing such a really good job with it. That's what
Mhm.
I think. This is a really good show.
Yep.
We see the judge. I'm sorry, lawyer. I done threw you down a couple of notches. You the judge. We see
Mhm.
the judge. The judge comes by. This is the same one who left when the pastor's giving his speech and all that type of stuff, and he comes over and he's like, "Look, I think I might have like he might have had helped the cap." Tamika, who is this dude? He's the chief, the captain. Girl, I done called him everything. What is he?
I think he the captain or the chief.
Okay,
It might be chief.
It's the
Child.
chief. It's the chief.
Yeah,
It's the
chief.
chief.
look, I
He
got
the chief of
everything
police.
confused now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Law
Everybody getting
enforcement.
demoted.
I know
EJ
it was.
demoting everybody. He's
Look, one
maintenance
of
man.
them, the man. But yeah, he says that he came to him and wanted him to get this dude's charges, dropped down or whatever. But then when he was going to give him probation, the dude never shows up, which means that he's unalived.
Yeah,
And he's the same dude that unalived Danny.
that was
So
crazy.
this is gonna be interesting. I am a little bit worried about the bishop. He might have made it that first go around, but I don't know if he gonna make it again. So we gonna see.
We gonna see.
looks like Rebel, after this whole situation with her Essence and Taj, she decides to go ahead and give old boy a little bit of a try, in which, like every age-old story, of course, those two are gonna break up. Then Rebel's gonna get in the situationship, which means they can't get together. Which, Jay, you probably right. We probably looking at somewhere around, maybe fourth season, sometime before that ever comes, to light. But I feel like it's gonna come, but it's gonna be a minute. And then at the very end, y'all, here we go.
Yo, that was crazy.
It's
I
so
was not
hard
looking for that.
to say good. You listen, Candy. You done all but said you was glad that the girl was gone.
I said, child, not in the accident.
Now you care about exes?
No, I wasn't looking for. I wasn't looking for that to happen. Like I wasn't looking for that to happen. Like, oh Lord, the girl.
Like Essence, okay, her spirit and my spirit don't mix. But I was like, oh, damn.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was wild. But I was like,
Okay, y'all.
now
How
Rebel
long you
and
think they gonna
Taj
take
can
to
get
find
together.
her?
Okay, y'all. So this is my question for y'all, because and I know we've been out here for 125. We're about to get off, y'all. I'm sorry. But we've been having a good conversation though. This is my last question. Will Taj be the same after this? Because typically, the way most stories go is that people like Taj, who we've said all these great things about, that we've said about his character, typically they kind of take a turn. You know what I'm saying? Like something major happens and they start to blame themselves and they go into this place. Will Taj go into this place? VACAY-J, I'm gonna start with you, then Candy, and then Tamika, you'll end us.
Yes, yes, yes. That's exactly where they're going. The baby's gonna be gone. I think, I literally was watching it while we were on the show, and she's still breathing. So I think Essence is still gonna be alive, right? But the baby's gone. He is gonna go into this dark place, and I know that's what they're trying to write, because now Taj is gonna be at the brink of probably turning the corner. I mean, he ain't gonna turn the corner and be like, Kanan or Tariq or somebody in power, but he may do some things that we wouldn't expect of him, right? We talking about he a good man and all this and that. This may turn for the worse, but then somebody gonna snatch him up. Maybe his father, maybe somebody, maybe even Rebel might be the one to snatch him up and bring him back to God. Okay, this may be the point that we might see something happen with them too. I don't know about the X part, but this may be the religious aspect where she actually, while she is going through her spiritual warfare, she's going to help Taj get back to God, because this is going to be very devastating for Taj, emotionally, spiritually, on all levels. I think it's going to get to the point where he might even lose a lot of faith after this.
That's
You
what
know
I
what I
think
mean?
too.
Yeah.
Candy, what you think?
Yep. Hey, Jay said it all. I wholeheartedly agree.
Tamika, final thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I could see that happening. He's gonna be blaming himself probably, because look how they, just ended with this big argument and her giving him back the ring, and then to find out about this, I'm more than sure that he's gonna feel like it's his fault, and that's gonna make it even heavier for him. And so yeah. And
Yeah.
if she's okay, is it gonna be a thing of she remembers everything that happened, she don't remember everything that happened, and then her dealing with the loss? It's gonna be interesting to see how they're gonna play this story out. Ready to
Yeah.
see it.
Yeah, I just hope they don't do the thing of that remorseful relationship, you know,
Mhm.
of dating again and then trying
Right,
to date
right,
the
right.
right way, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't want them to do that. But they probably will for season 3 if that's the case.
Yeah. Hey, Inga. Hey, girl.
Hi, Inga.
Yeah, I think that where we're gonna see Taj, I
Hey, Inga.
agree with VACAY-J 100%. I think that we're about to see the struggle with him and his religion. I think he and God are about to have a struggle. He's about to question his faith very heavily, and question. He about to question a lot of stuff, and I think that we're about to see this this spiral. And I think, like Jay said, that Rebel could, because if you think about it, he was inspirational in helping Rebel to find her way out of the darkness. I think that she's going to have to do the same thing for him. But I don't think he's going to make it easy for her to do so. And that's kind of where we're going to
You think
go.
he gonna blame her?
You
You
no,
think he
I
can
don't
blame?
think he's
You
going
think
to
he can
blame.
blame? I'm just
I
saying,
don't
like,
think
you know, how
he's going to
people do.
blame
You know, if
her.
it wasn't for you, you know,
No,
we
I don't
wouldn't
think
have.
he's
You
going to do
know,
that.
you don't think so?
I
I
don't
think
think he's
that
gonna
his
blame
thing
her
is going to be with
directly,
God.
but it may be times that he might snap off on her just because he's in his feelings. But I don't think he's gonna blame
Talking about
her.
with Rebel.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
know how
I think he
he's going
going.
to make
we
it
can
very
displace
hard for her.
blame on somebody else. You know, we have
I think he going
displaced
self.
anger.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
You know,
I think
we
he.
have like displaced anger.
Okay. I think he going to self-implode. I think he just going to go inside of himself because he
Exactly.
seemed that type to just go inside of himself and to be mad, but not really like lash out. I don't think he's the lash out type. I think he's just going to be just in his own sorrow, in his own, corner, just like, this is all my fault. I blame myself for this. I should have been straight up and told Essence this. I shouldn't have messed with Rebel. I shouldn't have did this, because that's what most
Yeah.
men do. They don't lash out. Men go inside their corner and they just either they focus on work or they focus on something else.
He gonna write a lot of music.
Yeah. I don't think he that type to lash out on
Yeah,
Rebel.
that's what I'm saying. I don't think that he's going to lash out at her at all. I think that he's going to make it hard for her to be there for him because he's going to feel guilty. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he's going to allow her. I don't think he's going to let her in, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That makes sense.
But other than that, I think it's really going to be a self thing. I think it's going to be about him and his relationship with God. And I think that's where we're going to see Taj kind of go. So, and I think that's going to be interesting to see because we've seen we've seen this character be so positive and we've seen this character not really go through a whole lot. CJ, we've seen her inner struggles. We've seen Danita struggle. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we have yet to see Taj really. So I think this is going to be interesting. And I'm here for it.
Do y'all think that we gonna see Taj up in the club now? I mean, my man want to get over his sorrow. You get a couple dollars and be like, yo, man, we never know. You know what I mean?
Be in the club.
Pour it up.
All right, y'all. Well, this has been a great conversation. I think we had a lot of great conversation around these two episodes. Like I said, I think this is a great show. I just think it's a great show. I hope more people watch it because I really want to see more seasons of this. I honestly, like you were saying earlier, Jay, I think this is a show that you could really put on a Greenleaf level, because when I think of mega church shows, Greenleaf is at the very top of my list. And Saints and Sinners is always gonna be in my list too, because that's my gritty one. That's my that's my low budget mega church show. But I just feel like they got a nice mix here, and I think it really, really has so much potential. I love Yolanda Adams doing a good job. Like I didn't see this coming at all. I think she does an amazing job. So anyway, let's start with you, Candy. Anything going on your channel?
Nothing at this moment, no, ma'am.
Okay, Jay, I'm gonna need you to
keep your notifications. Just keep your notifications on.
Look, Jay,
you know, after I did my last week, but after I did last week, me and Dallas was sick, so that 22-minute video that got deleted was just that put me in a depression zone.
You have to get her a pep talk. She need a pep talk. We'll get you a pep talk.
What 22 minute? What? Okay,
I had a
we'll
20,
talk.
And I was excited when they EJ and Tamika. I was excited. I said, "Ooh, I done talk junk on this video." Video's gone.
Jay, what you got going on your channel? Birthday boy, you know what I'm saying? Happy birthday, What you got going on?
He talked all night.
Oh, okay. Tamika, we'll come back to him because I don't know. Look, I don't know where he went to.
Y'all know I got sisters, the Oval, Love at the Lockup. Sunday, I think, is Throwback Sunday. We probably gonna be doing JD's Revenge. And go Jay. It's your birthday. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. All right.
Hey.
We're gonna be partying with Jay for his birthday. Y'all make sure y'all send him them cash apps. Okay, he's accepting all month long. I'm his
Okay.
spokesperson right now. This is a commercial,
Right.
Already. Oh, something must have happened with his internet. I don't know, because
Yeah, I
he
think
kind of.
that's all I got going on for right now. Of course, keep y'all notifications on. Y'all know we're gonna be doing Raising Canaan when that come back as well. And I'm be getting busy in December. I know subscriber-thon is back in full effect, but I'm gonna be going hard from December to January. So I'm getting my break in on Thursday and Saturday.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay.
All right, EJ, what's going on your channel?
Huh? Listen, I'm hosting this, ma'am. I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Right. I'm just getting prepared. I'm just getting my practice in.
Yeah, so on my channel, I am going. Thank you so much for asking. That was a great question, Candy Love. So on my channel, Thursday at not this Thursday, but the Thursday after that, I'm gonna be with my girls doing our movie night like we do. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that. And then of course we're gonna come back for Kingdom Business. We're gonna do Rap Shit with Nita the Diva on Sunday. And I might have some other videos coming through. It just depends on how I'm feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because your girl be tired sometimes. So depending on how I'm feeling, I got some videos in the works. I want to talk about, I hope we all talk about Black Cake as a whole, but I do want to do some different videos about it. But I really hope that we pull that together. I don't know. I gotta send Mooch.
If y'all not watching Black Cake, definitely go check out those episodes and get into it, because I would love to discuss that as the overall. If y'all didn't see our review for Rap Shit yesterday, check that out.
Yes,
the birthday boy is back. I did a little commercial for you, VACAY-J.
She sure
Thank
did.
you very much. My phone died. I'm on this phone thing. You know, I ain't usually on this phone, but thank you so much. Come through tomorrow. We're going to celebrate. We're going to have a great time. Your boy DJ VACAY-J is going to be on the set. We're going to be playing some old school, new school, all types of school. It's your boy birthday. This is the milestone. I ain't telling y'all what it is, but it's going to be fun. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. Definitely come through. You already got your invitation. Family, it's going to be fun. Trust me. We're going to have a game. Thank you again, Tamika, for the games, the trivias, but I got some other games too, man. Listen, we about to be twisted tomorrow, so bring your red cup. Bring your red cup. Sure. We going in.
I wish I had known your birthday was gonna be. I would have sent you your gift like way before now. I'm sending it out tomorrow, but
thank you.
I'm just gonna tell you what it is. Like, I made these shot glasses, and like, this is a manly shot glass. I made one that has like a Crown Royal logo. I wish I had brought it up here. And then I got another Ciroc shot glass that I'm gonna send to you.
Oh, thank you.
So,
and they are dope too.
Yeah, it's so sweet.
Yeah, I can't wait to get my guys their Christmas gifts.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, EJ. Thank you, EJ.
You're welcome. Yeah, but I'll send those to you. So be on the lookout for those. But I'll be in the building with you tomorrow celebrating your birthday, because we got to celebrate you, bro. We got to celebrate you.
Oh man, I appreciate it. Your boy work hard. Y'all know I work hard. I love you. I appreciate y'all.
Of course. Well, guys, we appreciate you guys for coming out. Monique 69 Ways, always coming through with a good commentary.
Yes.
We appreciate Jimmy Rizza for coming through, trying to throw some stuff. Gary coming through. Savannah always coming through. We appreciate you guys so much, and we will check you guys out on next week. I don't have no fancy outros like everybody else, but until next time, peace.
Salute.